Greetings, YouTube. This is Mike Cayley 7. Today is the 6th of March, 2020. The temperature is 46 degrees Fahrenheit here in Raleigh, North Carolina. And I am at 12,731 miles on the odometer. Next month, on the 24th, will make 1 year that I've had this bike. So, 12,000 miles in 1 year, that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. Anyway, as I wend my way to work today, I thought of a song this morning that I was listening to a couple days ago, and in the song, one of the lyrics goes like this: it's, "I will never change." And it made me think about that whole thing about never changing. And if I were to write a song on that kind of topic, I would probably say I will never be the same. So that's my topic today, is change. There are some people who say, I will never change. I will always be this way. And that's fine, I guess. Not for me, though. I see it as kind of myself, if it were me, limiting, almost tragic, really. My father was kind of like that. He formed his personality up until 1963 or so. And after that, he pretty much stayed the same. His attitudes about things were stuck in 1963. He always used to say, everything went to shit when Kennedy got assassinated. And I don't know necessarily that he's wrong, because things did go a little bit nuts, but whatever. The point of it is, my father never changed. He just kind of locked himself in there at 1963 and seldom enjoyed anything that came after. The music, the way he dressed, I mean, just everything was basically in the 50s and 60s. That's when he was formed, and that's the way he stayed and wanted to stay. Now, if I were to do the same thing, I would probably get stuck in 1983 and never leave it. And I would still be listening to nothing but the Pyromania album, basically. Bonnie Tyler songs. But, I mean, there are some things where I haven't changed, in a sense, because I've never really gotten to liking the music of today. I don't really care for it. I think they lost me back in 99, and after that, But I don't like, I'm not still listening to the same exact stuff, because I get tired of listening to Pat Benatar and Bruce Springsteen. I know, Springsteen, how can you be tired of that? Well, when you've listened to it a million times, or Journey. So, now I listen more to jazz, more of the old bebop sound and some of the hard bop sound, alternative rock, some of it from the late 90s. Obviously, I'm cool with the technological change because I have, you know, the latest and greatest. I have an iPhone XS Plus, or whatever they call it, Max. The big old 10 Plus phone, whatever. Oh, thanks. I'm going to go. I think the nod was not clear. All right, so where was I? I remember years ago in my relationship with my wife, at the time, we had that discussion about change, and she was adamant against newness and change and that kind of thing at the time. Since then, change has both been forced upon her and she's evolved, which is, I guess, a good thing. What is going on? Oh, this is why the power went out this morning. I hope nobody got hurt slamming into a pole. All of our power was out for an hour this morning. And throughout my life, I'm a different person than I was when I was younger. I mean, obviously there are certain aspects of me that's still the same. But I used to be really big into politics, political science, and that kind of thing, and history. Maybe a transformer blew. And I'm not anymore. I'm not into that stuff anymore. As a matter of fact, I shun it now. I never used to be into music. Now I'm heavily into music. Not, when I say music, I don't mean listening to it. I mean like actually wanting to learn about it. What a note is, what a quarter note is, what a fifth is, what a major and minor is, and staff and clef and all that. Last Monday, I played a duet with my teacher, and I was in the middle of the duet going, oh my God, I can't believe I'm actually doing this. Fantastic. So that theme of challenging yourself, I think, is part of change. Kind of going with the flow. Things change so rapidly nowadays that if you don't keep up with it, you get left behind very quickly. And you miss out. So as I get into my 50s soon, I'll be 50 in less than 6 months, I really embrace change as much as I can. Of course, it takes some forbearance, I guess you could say, acceptance, because some of the changes you think might not be good ones. But we've had so many in the last 10 years here in my job and in this community. It just becomes a regular thing. So what do you think about change? Do you oppose it? Do you begrudge it? Do you embrace it? How do you embrace it? Do you have any challenges with it? I admit I have my challenges now and again with change. Depends on the speed at which it gets to me, I guess. The other thing is patience with it. I mean, change it's not instantaneous, it's a process. So you can't just I accept this overnight. I mean, some things are easier than others, but you have to have patience. Like for me, I get frustrated sometimes when I can't do the things that I wish I could do, like when I was, riding the twisties and practicing my slow turns and all that. I wanted to be Jerry Palladino, I wanted to be Rossi, I wanted to do all those things. And I just have to accept the fact that it takes time and practice and practice and mistakes. Same thing with the musical side of me now. I get frustrated sometimes when I can't play anywhere near the stuff I listen to. And this is only day 20. I mean, I've only been playing the saxophone for 20 days. So, of course I'm not going to be, Henry Rollins or something. Or Serge Shaloff. Or Zoot Sims. But you let those people inspire you. And you just take your little plodding steps. Learn while you can what you can. Pay attention. And eventually you do improve. So that's my little message for today. Change is not always bad. Change can be very good. And as Rick Moranis said in Ghostbusters, yes, have some. It's my Kaylee 7. I'll talk to you later.